What's up, guys? Tony McGee Games, and today we have the correct Mastemon for BT14 here. We had a video up a couple days ago, and I've been getting a lot of messages and private messages on Discord telling me that I screwed the pooch with the Patamon. And to show the people that did actually watch it and told me that, or if you're still new watching this is what I was referring to. I hit the sample box right here thinking it was actually the eroded version, which you can find Angel, Archangel, Fallen Angel, and everything else that says on the card. I totally forgot that it's only for yellow, so this obviously couldn't hit any of our purple, solid purple cards that we kind of need to search for as well. So we had this in there, we talked about it, and I was so praised about it, and my ego got the best of me, and yeah, the card actually is just this in general. There is no really errata. Maybe like an extra text card here, whatever, but it's not going to find the Archangel and all that fun stuff. So we scrapped the deck, and we're here with this. The replacement is this rookie, but we'll go ahead and talk about why we put this card in here. We also have 6 cards over, but that's for cards you can tech into this deck as well if this current deck list doesn't suit your needs. But before we get to all that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and without further ado, let's revisit this deck list. So we got Tatamons right here. We're going to be doing a lot of adding cards to security, so why not draw cards in the process? So we're going to go ahead and do this, and especially like if we trigger a Mastemon right here, we're going to add something into security, and we're able to take it. We're going to be taking that card out, which is going to be the Lucamon Chaos mode right here. But to get a little extra, resources, we're also going to be able to draw cards too. So it's not just adding something to security and getting no benefits out of it. This egg's going to give us all that. Got the new Patamons right here. We have an insane combo with this card between this, Gatomon and security, and having the Mirai Tamer. Once we have all that, for 1 memory, you can climb right into Mastemon. It's insane. So, how are we going to do that combo? Well, at the start of it, it's going to be start of my main phase. We're going to look at our security stack, and we're going to be looking for this Gatomon in particular. If not, it's not in there, then we're going to be looking for an Angemon right here, or this Angemon right here. They get a free Evo. And it's also, I believe, a May. So if we don't have it, we can take a look, and if there's nothing in there, we don't have to Digivolve. So we can just keep as is. But most of the time, getting a free Evo is completely fine, because that just means going to your level 5s is a whole lot faster. It's a free Evo for 2, and that's just with these 4 right here cards, so it's really nice. And then if we do that, we have to take 1 vaccine card in our hand and just put it at the bottom of security, so it's also really, really nice with that. And heritability, when we add cards for security side, gain a memory, which is really nice. It only happens on our turn, and we do add cards on our opponent's turn, so if this was on all turns, that'd be pretty busted, but unfortunately, it is not. Then we got this little guy right here. This was the EX3 Patamon if people saw the first video, but for now we're going to be playing with this. This is basically legitimately covering all of our bases. It also can Evo on a yellow egg, so it just fits the criteria for here. Unfortunately, if we want to go to our level 4s, we're going to have to like Evo. Obviously, we can Evo to Gatomon. This Angemon and this Devimon can Evo into. It's just, if you just have a full level 4s of this in your hand and you got this as your back egg, you're in for a rough time. So mainly just on play this. It's only for 3. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, and you may pull 1 Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel with its traits, and then put the rest of the bottom of your deck, which is basically going to find all of our level 5s. The only level 5 it's not going to hit is this Maycrackmon, because it's literally an unknown across all the entire board. And our level 6 also here too is also unknown. We'll get to why we're playing with this card. And Death X it can't hit. And obviously our Tamers and options. But as Digimon wise, it's got 3 targets it cannot hit. Gatomon, probably our best level 4 in the deck. Has an on play for 5, or you can cheat this out with Alphanimon. Real top 3 cards of your deck, you may add 1 yellow Digimon card and 1 purple Digimon card from among them, put the rest to the bottom of the deck in any order. If you get really lucky, RNG is definitely going to side. This is going to net you 2 cards almost every single time. And then also as a your turn, when this Digimon would Digimon into an Archangel or Fallen Angel in straight, reduce the memory cost by 2. Very, very, very nice. All of our obviously level 5s are Archangel or Fallen Angel, except for Maycrack. So if you're going to Digivolve this on top of Gatomon, it will be for 4. So, and then it has the end of turn, you may DNA this Digimon with another Digimon you have in this field, which is, we're going to be passing turn and doing our cheeky, end of turn DNA with Mass Day. Then we got Angemon right here. It's the new BT14 one. This is going to Digivolve on this Patamon for reduced cost 2, or if we have the Patamon and just finds this in the stack, we can just Evo in for free. But that's not why we're playing this card. We're playing this card because it has a very, very powerful when attacking effect. When attacking, by deleting this Digimon, activate one of the effects below. One of them is place one of your opponent's Digimon with the virus type at the bottom of security. Huge. Shinjamon players. D Brigade Digipolice has viruses. Friggin' Lugamon, I believe, is a virus. I could be wrong about that too. I know it's X antibody, but it could be virus. I'm not entirely sure. But if it's virus, this card is also really good against that. And basically, anyone playing viruses like Black War is also a virus. The list goes on. Diomormon as well. This card just bye. No protection. Whatever you got going on ain't gonna do anything. The only thing that will prevent it from doing that is if your Digimon has an effect that like can't be affected by other Digimon effects. Then this card's not gonna do nothing. But who's gonna have that, right? The other one is when your opponent gets negative 5,000 returns. So if you really needed to pop something that's gonna come at you for game, but you can stop everything else, you can use that effect. On deletion, just put this card at the bottom of your security stack. If you have a Tamer, hatch your egg. Very, very nice. And then its undeletion effect is place one card with vaccine from your hand to bottom security. So either or, you're going to be recovering with this card, which is really, really nice. Only playing one copy of this Angie from BT11, because basically in the late game, we're just going to have this played out for free by Alfani or Flame Hellscythe, whatever. It has an undeletion effect. If you have a purple Digimon or Tamer in the field, you can play one Devimon from trash, which playing two copies of this one because it's like our Black Gato for game. And we can always trigger Rush, and it's got Retaliation too on its face value, which is really, really strong. With Black Gatomon, it has the Rush, and the Retaliation as its inheritable. So, yeah, very, very powerful. So we can just suicide this guy to any stack and just delete them. Or we swing for game with Rush. One of the two. That's it for level 4s. Under level 5s, we got the full set of the Angemon right here. When Digivolving, you search your security stack and you may pull an Angel, Archangel, Fallen Angel from among them to add to your hand to recover one. And then, if you play Lady Devi or the Tamer or any more point in that time, you can gain a memory. Opponent's turn, gain blocker for all your Angels, Archangels, and Fallen Angels. So it's also really, really strong too that like all these level 4s right here become blocker retaliations. It's really very nice. Made Crackmon, obviously you can't benefit that because it doesn't have any attributes. It's literally an unknown. Then we got this Angie run right here. It's a one-of. It's a Flame Hellscythe target, or you can play this for 6. One of your opponent's Digimon gets negative attack security -2. I said that really wrong. Sec attack -2. There we go. And then it's inheritable, which is the aggro part. We can gain security plus as long as we have a purple Digimon on the field. Even if we just have the one and it's like Maste or Alfani, it'll still count for that. We'll get the sec +2. And then with May Crackmon, it's also as a one-of too. This, depending on your matches in your local meta, if everyone's playing like Rookie Rush decks or like D Brigade, make this a 2 copy. Get rid of the Angie and just play this. But here's why: on player when Digivolving, you may trash one card in your hand. If you trash a purple card, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. If you trash a yellow card, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 3,000. So some of our stuff in here are 2 colors. You can activate both, so you can pop 2 things on the board. And if you hit this with Flame Hellscythe, if they hit in security, you're going to give negative 6,000 to someone. That's going to delete something. Then you're going to trash a 2-color card. You're going to delete a level 3 and give another level 3 or a level 4, whatever. It's 3,000 DP that meets that card. You can get rid of 3 things with just 1 card. That is very, very powerful. And this deck's worst matchup is Go White decks. That's why we have Death X in here when we get further down. This card right here is like a pseudo Death X, and it's cheap. So for 6 memory, blow up 2 things. And also, if you played the 6 cost Flame Hellscythe, you can delete 3 things. Very, very strong. And then also it's heritable. On deletion, if this Digimon has 2 more colors, gain 2 memory. Very, very nice. So if they're at like 2 memory or 0 memory, and they go ahead and delete your big stack of 2 colors, you just pass turn. They'll never see it coming. The next for level 5, we got Lady Devimon right here. Playing this is the full set. A lot of times when I play Masse, I played 3 of this and 1 of the structure deck one, which gives your turn retaliation and pretty much does the same thing as when Digivolve, but it's on play, I think. But moving forward, this one's just better. When Digivolving, you may trash 1 card in your hand. If you do, return 1 Mirai or 1 card with Archangel, Fallen Angel, or Angel, and that's it. And then you just add it to your hand. Same thing as with a Lady. If you play the Angemon or the Tamer, you gain a memory. And then this is where you get that retaliation. So you have blocker and retaliation, so you can block with your small things to delete big things. And then we got Lucemon Chaos Mode. We'll never trigger the actual reduced cost unless you're really, really in the bind. But we're going to be cheating this out with Mastemon with its on-play effect. We're never going to have it Digivolve. Unless you want to play with Lucemon, like a one-of whatever, then you can Digivolve it for memory cost of 7. But it has delete one of your opponent's Tamers or level 6 Digimon. Very, very nice. Well, 6 or lower, so it's not just 6. So very, very strong. Once they get to level 7s, this card obviously doesn't do much, but it is 12k to boot. It's really, really powerful. And then we got our Mastemons right here, which combos really nice with Lucemon because we're going to be dumping Lucemons in our trash. We have the DNA trigger right here. Place one yellow or purple Digimon card from your trash, top your security, face down. When DNA Digivolving, you may search your security stack for one level 5 or lower Digimon card, play without paying its cost, shuffle the stack, and then all turns you'll trigger when you're putting the stuff down. When one of your Digimon comes down with the effect, sorry, I choked there for a second, delete one of your opponent's Digimon who's less than or equal to that Digimon's cost. That is not a once per turn. So if you're able to do the cheeky way with this, and then have something come down with another effect where you can blow something else up as well. So if you got the memory to boot, like you can Digivolve this for free, get your Lucemon down, and then you can go Flame Hell Scythe into any of our level 5s, because they are any of our level 5s are lower to delete something else, and then another level delete something else. It's another board wipe kind of thing. So it's very, very strong. And then we got Afanimon Fall Down mode. It does reduce costs from another Afanimon, but until we actually get good Afanimons, this is just Evo for 4. When Digivolving, if this Digimon has purple in its evolution sources, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower. This Digimon has yellow in its sources, recover 1. 9 out of 10, it's going to have both colors, unless this is straight up yellow, and you go or straight up yellow go into this, you'll recover. If it's straight up purple, you'll go ahead and recover. On deletion, you may play one level 4 purple or yellow card, Digimon card from your trash without paying its cost. So we have a slew of like cards you want to hit. Like if you have like the Angie right here, you can put this down like like your opponent's turn, whatever, put this down. So you have blocker if you still have your Mastemon stack. If it's your turn, whatever, you're going to be slinging out these Devimons for more aggro plays. Gatomons, if you really need to find something, go right into this. Find your pieces and immediately climb right back up to your Mastemon. Any of these rookies, probably this one here if you want to do another search. If you already have a Gatomon on the field, you go ahead and get this search going on. So a whole lot of things you can do with all of our level 3 or 4s. And then finally, of our last level 6 is Ragul. A lot of people don't like this card because it is a 12 cost to play to activate this effect. But you're only on playing this if you're 0 security or 1. Because when it's on play, you may play one purple or yellow Digimon with 6 on DP or less from your trash. That's okay. But if you have 1 or less security, you can play one level 6. And then at the end of your turn, you get the DNA. So you're going to pass turn while playing this with us unless, you know, somehow you're able to regain memory after on playing this, which we're not going to be able to get, but you never know. You just never know. Going DNA into this, because when you're doing that, you're going to have this card in your hand. If you know you have this card in hand, they got a wide board, you play Ragul, you get one of your level 6s back, go right into this beast of a card. You're going to DNA, by DNA, and you're going to delete one of your opponent's level 6 or higher, so that's one deletion right there. And then after that, all their level 5 or lower Digimon get deleted. For every Digimon deleted by this effect, you're going to go ahead and recover 1. So you can go from 1 to nothing to like 5, 6, 7, 8. I went to 9 last one time with this. Only one time of like 10 games I played with this straight. Only one time they went so wide. I went with this and just recovered half my deck back. Now do keep in mind if you do have, because you can draw out, or there's mill decks going right there, if you do this effect, you won't have a deck left. So just keep mindful of how much cards you have left in deck if you're doing a lot of recovering, but because this could kill you that way. Has an on-deletion effect. You may trash top card of security to bring this back. So this card will just keep coming back and back and back and back and back until you have no security left, or they're able to put this back to your deck or your hand, or they can put it into security. So those are the 3 things that they can get rid of this card. But if not, they're just constantly deleting this. It just keeps coming back. And then you got Death X here. Again, we're in the go wide meta, so we're just playing one of this. This will be found by calling if it gets hit in security, whatever. You can go ahead, delete some, call this back, and just immediately play it. A lot of people with Tamers, with the Digipolice Tamers, the EGs. I said that name wrong, but going forward, you just have targets. So this card comes down for almost free almost every single time. Or the most you probably pay maybe like 5, 6. I don't know how much memory. It's reduced cost by 3. So do the math. It's on play or when digivolving. You can digivolve this on a 6 if you really just need to go into this for 6. De-digivolve all your opponent's Digimon and then delete all your level 4 or lower Digimon. If they have protections, like D-Brigade has new protections now, so they are going to keep some Digimon. But you're going to do a lot of damage still. And then your opponent's turn, once per turn, delete all your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level. So basically, if you have they have 5 level 3s and 1 level 4, the level 4 is going to stick around. All level 3s go. So, but in a bind, if they don't want to keep their big stack alive, they have to just keep throwing fodder out there. Because eventually in the late game, no one really has rookies left. They don't have a level 4s or 5s, so they're going to give you more memory just so they keep their Digimon alive to try to win the game, but you just steamroll them with this card. So that's it for all the Digimon. Going into our Tamers and Options. Running 4 of this Mirai. Running 4, even though it's a play cost of 5, we just need to have 1. Once we have 1, we don't care if we have more come on the field, but, more is good, but all we need is 1. Start your turn, gain 1 memory. When one of your Digimon digivolves to Angemon or Lady Devi, if one Digimon on the field, because you have to have only 1 on the field to do this, you're going to suspend this Tamer and play the different Digimon that you digivolved into. So if you digivolve into Angemon, you're going to be playing Lady Devi out. If you go into Lady Devi, you're going to be playing out the Angie. And then after that, that's it. If you do have more of this card, they cannot stack because one trigger is going to go off, which would be this one. Then the rest of if you have all 4 out, then Tamers 2, 3, and 4 are all going to try to trigger, but they're going to see there's 2 or more Digimon on the field, so they're all going to just fizzle out. And then lastly, we just have our TKs right here. You can play we have other Tamers down here to play with as well. I just like TK a lot because 1, it's our memory saver, and 2, we actually get to pull some out of security if we desperately need it. And no other Tamer really does that unless it's the new TK, I think you can do that with. I think I have that down here as well. We just put cards in our security, so no. So this one's able to let us see what's going on in our security, to see if it's filled, or because we want to see like cards like Flame Hell Scythe, if you're playing with Chaos Deck and Heaven's Judgment, which is in our many options to play with down here. We want to see if our security is good to go, because if our security is nothing but level 3s, 4s, and whatevers, then we're in trouble. So this card's going to allow us to see that. And we have a lot of targets for it to hit, so we're not going to be able to take a card and not put a card back. If we happen to have just Death X and all of our purple cards in there, then we're in deep shit. But that's very unlikely to happen. And then we have our Flame Hell Scythe. This is what we want, security. If we have to play it, so be it. One of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 6,000 in turn. You may play 1 purple yellow Digimon with 6,000 less DP without paying the cost. Very, very powerful. Want this to come out of security. If we're playing it for 6, it's for desperate measures. But security good. In hand, depending on the situation, good or bad. And then lastly, we have Calling of Darkness. Delete one of your Digimon. If you delete one of your opponent's Digimon, it'd be nice. Delete one of your Digimon, then return 2 Digimon that are purple cards from your trash to your hand. Very, very powerful. This is going to pick up our Death X's if, oops, sorry about that. It's going to pick up our Death X if we end up trashing it somehow, or if it's in our security. So we don't need it right now, we can get it later with this. It gets like our Mastes, Alphanis, Raguls, Ordine, all that fun jazz. But that's it for the deck. We got 6 cards down here we're going to showcase here that you can also play in the deck. If you don't like some of the ratios here, you can definitely tech these cards in. Got the OG Magnemon, Magna Angie, I should say, from BT1. For a cost of 7, you can just play this and immediately recover 1. And it's also a Prime Flame Hell Scythe target too, because it's got 6,000 DP, so you can just play this from that and just recover this. And it's got an inheritability of plus 1,000 for every 3 cards in your deck. But also we have the new Magna Angemon Ace card for a play cost of 4. You can do the exact same thing, except you are restricted to how much you can recover. So the only time you can recover is if you have 5 or less security. So if you're at 5, you can play this, recover to 6. If you're doing that, you're going to get a negative 1,000 DP for each card in your security stack to one of your opponent's Digimon. Very, very nice. You can do the Blast Counter Evo. If you have your level 4, they're trying to swing into it, you can go Psych, go right into this, it's AK, recover, give it negative 6,000, so you're making that attacking Digimon even less powerful, and then you can just beat him with this. You can do that. We don't like the overflow for Maste because you are kind of a control deck, and once your opponent is exhausted from options, you can go and just slam them. But giving 3 memory is not good. But this card is optional, and it does not hit from Flame Hellside. It does got 8,000 DP to boot. Then for our options, we have we got the Chaos Degradation, the card that everybody hates. It does cost 8 memory to do it. Place one of your opponent's Digimon face down top of your security, top or bottom, I should say, and then your opponent, and then you get to trash the top of their security. So if you Chaos Deg something into their security, and they definitely can get it back somehow, you can just put it on top and then trash top. You can do that, or you can just sit in the bottom and deal with it later. And then security effect does the exact same thing, except you only place it top or bottom. The reason why we don't really have to play this anymore, because we are playing with these Angies, and they do exactly what Chaos Degradation does, but except it's a Digimon. So we can swing with this, delete it, and just do just that for no memory. And then finally we have the Heaven's Judgment. This card does a lot of damage. We don't need to have the green Digimon, we have yellow, so we can just activate just by having the color yellow. Activate the following effects for each color Digimon you have, and then activate it again. So when you activate this, you immediately get next 6,000 just by playing the card. And then we're gonna get we're gonna do X more times for every color. So if we have 3 colors in this deck because we have black. So best case scenario, if we have Death X and then our purple and yellow Digimon on the field, we're going to activate this 1, 2, 3 times. So that is 6, 12, 18 off the bat, and plus another 6,000. That's a lot. So that's a board wipe right there off a stick, just by playing that for 7. And then as a security effect, just give one Digimon just shot 12,000. So this is going to kill most level 6s if there are 12k or less. And then we have some Karis here. This Kari is just also a memory setter, but it has your turn. When you add cards to your security, you can also gain a memory. So we can go to 3 with this. 4 with Mirai if we only have 1. We go ahead and recover. We gain a memory off that. So this then can, like, if we pass over to 1, we can tap this, bring it back to 0, keep it our turn. But it's not as good. I mean, it's good. So it is a viable option. It's like second best in TK for sure. There are other Tamers. You know, people are gonna argue that like there's obviously better cards. I just particularly like TK. If you want to put your 2 cents in and tell me wrong, that's completely fine. I do end up swapping these sometimes, so that's why this Tamer's definitely here. And then we have this Tamer right here. This is probably better in the Angie deck, like strictly Angie with vaccines, because since we have Digimon that are viruses and, you know, unknowns, whatever, this gets less consistent. But if you want to play it and try it out, you can play this for 3. By returning the top card you security into your hand, you may place 1 card with vaccine trait from your hand at the bottom of the security stack. Your turn, when a card's added to your security, you can go ahead and gain a memory. So this is like a 2-cost Tamer to play. You can, like, if you know you have Patamon coming out, you play this. You can rig a Gatomon in the security, so when you go to push this out, and it's at the bottom, so it's not like they're gonna check it. You go to push out your Patamon. You can go into your Gatomon for free, and then go into any of your Angels for 1 cost. Play it out once you have this Mirai right here, and then go into your Masse for 1 memory. You can do that. It is very, very viable. I could probably, just even talking about, I may just end up doing that change. But for right now, we just have going to 3 memory with this. But that is also explained in the combo too. So quick before we end the video here, talk about the combo. We'll do it one more time. So basically, all you need on the field is this. No Digimon in the field and 1 Mirai. It's all you need. Now in hand, you just need an Angie, a Maste, and a Lady Debbie. It's all you need in hand to start out. So you push out Patamon. You're going to look at security. Whether it's RNG luck, you have this Gatomon in the security, or you recently played this TK, if you're going to play with this by rigging it to the bottom of your security, you're going to go ahead and push out, grab this Gatomon, Evo for 3. Then after that, you're going to Evo into any one of your Angie or Lady Debbies for 1 memory. Do its when Digivolving effects, whatever. Then you're going to suspend this Tamer. Drop down whatever other Digimon you Digivolve with of the different, you know, Digimon. So if you do Angie, you're going to play it on Levy. If you Digivolve Lady, you're going to play it on Angie. Then after that, you're just going DNA right into Maste for 1 memory. you're going from a level 3 all the way to a level 6. It's like the best thing ever. So basically, you'll have 4 memory if you have this or this on the field, or if you're lucky enough they put you to 3 in the get-go and you go to 4 with this, or they put you 2 to 3. Doesn't matter. You're gonna keep turning because it's only 1 memory. Then after that, you're gonna do your obviously your Lucamon if you trashed it, and delete 2 things, and you're set, and you have a whole thing here. And also, you can just Digivolve this Lucamon right into a Phanymon, and then go put them to 4. Not 4 memory. You're gonna put them like 2 or 3, and you go right into Orodynmon. Blow the rest of the field up. For in a good game, in a perfect world, this would be 3 memory going into a level 7 from a level 3. Huge. So that's gonna be it for our deck profile right here. I don't want to talk too long about that. So yeah, what do you guys think of the revised list? Is this a little bit better for you guys if you've seen it before? If not, let me know in the comments below if I screwed up the pooch again. I'm pretty sure by adding these cards in, I added it correctly, and by doing this, I am forced to play with these, of course. But we still have the Angie and Gatomon, and we still have the combo going right here, and just like having this in here, our deck is a little bit more flexible on searching and be able to pull stuff. But be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you guys